You already have everything that you need to build something bigger than yourself. That's a great quote from Seth Godin. So in your life, you're gonna wear many, many hats, and you're gonna keep searching for happiness. You're gonna go from career to career, job to job, until you find your purpose. And I ended yesterday's vlog with a hat and a quote from Wayne Gretzky, and I'm still wearing it now. That guy inspires me so much. I don't want to wipe out here, sorry. So Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And so keep searching, keep searching. Nowadays, people don't have lifetime employments. Nobody knows what a pension is anymore. Nobody's loyal to one employer. You gotta be loyal to your family first and yourself second. And keep searching until you'll wake up one day and you'll realize you found your purpose and your passion in life. But you're gonna wear many hats. Okay, so don't forget to take every shot that you can, because most people fail in business many times and they keep trying and eventually they become incredibly successful. All right, so a lot of people say, I'm too young to start my own company. Well, the creative genius of the Beatles was that not only did they create so much amazing content in a short amount of time, they did it in their 20s. And I think that a lot of the best creative works in music and art and business come from people in their 20s because they haven't been told how to think yet by big companies. You know, there are a lot of venture capitalists like Peter Thiel that'll never hire anybody with an MBA because he wants fresh approaches. In their 20s, the Beatles wrote all this incredible stuff. And anybody that thinks that they have to wait until later in life to be successful has got another thing coming. You got to start today. So some people might say, well, I'm too old. That's not true. The average age of somebody starting a company in the United States now is over 50. And you don't want to get to the end of your life and on your I don't want to say your deathbed, but in your near resting place, think about your bucket list. You know, what could you have done in your life? Do it now. Do it now. Start today. And you can start a company now with basically no money. And the way to do it is online. And I started lots of companies in the past, and I failed a lot, and I've done okay as well. The best companies are the ones where you're selling a service and there's no inventory. Like teaching online, for example. Or go to Fiverr.com. I'll put it here in the lower third. That's Fiverr.com. And see if you can sell your services to others. I have the people that make the covers of my books in different countries all over the world. I hire people all over the world through Fiverr and other online services. So keep looking, and don't wait till you're much older to focus on your bucket list. Don't have regrets when you're older. Do what you love doing. And I love sports. And when I was a kid, I loved sports even more because I didn't realize that baseball, where I grew up in Toronto, represent, I didn't realize that baseball or sports was a business when I was a kid. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And when I look at the greatest athletes on the planet, they don't have a job, they have a passion. You know, they don't get up and say, oh, I have to go to work today and run on the field and get paid a lot of money, whatever. And it's not just about the money from them, okay? It's about doing something they love doing. Okay, and the same thing with musicians, like the Beatles and other great musicians. They love what they do. They don't have a job, they have a passion. And that's how I want you to think about it as well. You know, here's another way to talk about it if you're searching for your passion. Who's a rock star to you in business? Is it Sir Richard Branson? Is it J.K. Rowling? Who is it? Think of who the rock star is to you and find out how they got to where they are in life. Read their biography. Or watch YouTube videos on them and follow their path. And I promise you, they all have one thing in common, which is the belief that anything is possible. They had everything they need in their life to start their company right away. Doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. So it's really, really easy nowadays to start any company. And people might say, well, it's not fair. I live in this country or I don't have an education, etc. If you have a browser and a computer or a mobile phone, that's enough to start a company. You know, just keep trying over and over and over again until something sticks to the wall. Keep trying, don't give up. And if I told you that if you tried 30 times in a row and failed 29 times, if on the 30th time you'd be incredibly successful and reinvent an industry and inspire billions of people, would you do it? Of course you would. The big issue is, do you have what it takes to fail over and over and over again and not care what people think? Okay, and that's, Michael Jordan said, I failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed. And that's a beautiful thing. You're gonna wear lots of hats in life. I want you to keep searching, keep trying things until something works out. And I don't want you to care what people think about you. You shouldn't care at all. I mean, the best, let me put this down here. Sorry for the shaky camera. The best entrepreneurs on the planet, they don't care what people say about them. You know, they were laughed at for years. Laughed at. They were ridiculed. You shouldn't care what anybody thinks. Anybody thinks about your business model or the way you look and appear. I'm doing this for the whole world right now. I don't care if people laugh at me. Bonus marks to somebody that tells me what movie is this from and who the actor was. He's a great Canadian. Represent again. So let's continue on this journey together. Okay, you're gonna wear many hats, and the second you care about what other people think of you, then you'll always be their prisoner, right? So look at me. Look at me. I'm an idiot here. I don't care what people think. And you got to be the same way as well. And the best entrepreneurs are like that. You know, they don't care. Steve Jobs used to show up to work every day wearing the same clothes he wore every day. And now, I don't advise doing that. But it was so bad that I think it was at Atari or Activision, they made him work the night shift for a while. He didn't care. They don't care. You know, they march the beat of their own drum. They don't have to be part of a club. They're entrepreneurs, they're disruptors. And I want you to be the same way as well. All right, this is the hard part. I'm gonna rest for a second here with you. It's an uphill battle, and I'm gonna go up a pretty steep hill here, and you can hear I'm tired. I should exercise more, I get it, I know. But did you ever come up with a goal and it's so ambitious? It's such an incredibly ambitious goal. And when you first start out with this goal, you can see the mountain. You can see the top of the mountain, there it is. And then you start embarking upon this journey and you zigzag, you go this way and that. And after a while, you get really, really discouraged. And what happens is you can't see the top of the mountain anymore. You can't. You know why? Because you're halfway up the mountain and you're getting closer to your goal. So what should you focus on? Well, focus on what makes you happiest in life, okay? And try not to get injured like I might here, but I don't care. I just want to help you. Humbly. Oops. There we go. I am not editing that. So do what you want to do. Build your future. Do whatever makes you happiest in life. You know, you only got one life to live. You know, Mark Twain had this great quote, and I know I've said it before, but I have to say it again. The two most important days in your life are number one, the day you're born, and number two, the day you find out why. So start building your dreams starting today. And when I get up there, I'm gonna take off Marty McFly's jacket here. And you'll keep looking, and you'll keep searching. And I remember when I worked on Wall Street, which way do I go? There's a fork in the road here. Yogi Berra used to say, when you see a fork in the road, you take it. So when I worked on Wall Street, every Christmas, bonus season, everybody was depressed. Nobody was happy, and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous because the cancer of Wall Street is people will compare themselves to those that make more, which is ridiculous. I believe it was the Dalai Lama who had this great quote. And he said, the problem with Western society is we sacrifice our health, our entire lives, in order to make money. And then at the end of our lives, we sacrifice all of our money in order to maintain our health. And then we look back upon our lives and we realize we never really lived to begin with. Okay, now if you don't mind, I have to take off this jacket because it's hot. People say it looks like a life jacket. I'm dating myself there. All right, and sometimes the best answer is right in front of you. At home, you have a wonderful family, friends that love you, people that love you for who you are. You know, sometimes you don't realize it, but you're the richest person in the world. It's not about monetary assets. It's about loving yourself and loving your family and giving back to make the world a better place. So regardless of which hats you wear in your life to find true happiness, know that happiness is in your heart and at home, regardless of which hats you wear along your uphill journey. Thank you very much. I'll see you mañana. Please click like if you want to, and please subscribe. Thanks.